So let's get in. Give me a front end real quick. We'll tell the story of Tarik Skubal, 2018 ninth-round pick from Seattle University. This wasn't a can't-miss guy, but as soon as they got him in the system, showed him some things, he became one of the top prospects in the entire sport. So pause this, yes. His stats, he had a flexor tendon in 2022. He shows back up, completely healthy, and since September 1st of 2023, he's the best pitcher in the game. I know you can make the argument you might want to hand the ball to Zack Wheeler or someone else in a big spot, but I'm telling you, he's the best pitcher in the sport right now. He really is. He's the guy. So what makes him so effective? Number one, Al Leiter's listening to me. Bully fastball, baby. 100 miles an hour. Bucko one to Kyle Schwarber. Get out of town. Rafaela, top of the zone. And he gets the mean on sometimes, which I absolutely love. Look at him walking off the mound. Give me the ball game one, and his velocity has started to spike. He said he's adjusted his left heel on the mound a little bit, and we'll get into that. But you could tell 2020 to 2022, max velo 99.8, but he sat around 94.5. 23, 95.8. Now, I mean, 97 miles an hour every heater he throws. He has been absolutely dominant. So honestly, the difference coming back from injury, 2021, 2024. Let's see the windup. He's already standing on the mound a little bit differently. And Al, if I say something you don't agree with, jump in right here. But what I see, pause.
How's he standing differently?
I almost feel like he's more streamlined to home plate instead of almost having his back turn over here. Everything, the head is more two eyes on home plate and almost getting into this back hip. You'll see it. Click this real quick for me. Watch him get into his lower half. Right now. Pause it. Man, pretty good. And he's got the arm action in 2024, maybe creating a little bit more deception. Al, you see anything real quick?
No, I think what you're saying is good. The start was different, but you're spot on.
Look at the glove hand.
Look at the glove hand. Creating deception, getting into his backside a little bit more, and just creating wipeout stuff. So run this real quick for me. And he has saved so many runs on his fastball. Little combination. Bring up the second board right here. Pause this. Most runs saved on a four-seam sinker cutter combination since July 1st of 2023. You got Zack Wheeler and Tarik Skubal. Burns, Holton, who you're going to see a steady diet of. If you don't know who this is his A.J. Hinch's get-out-of-jail-free card. Tyler Holton, the lefty. All right, so here we go. Get back in. I want to see his career pitch usage splits. He's got the bully fastball, but what I want you to dive in on today is this is a complete pitcher, and his changeup has been devastating. And you see right here in 2024, 53.7%, some variant of a heater, but then 27.2%. This was something he rarely used. So let's get into a couple ABs. 97 middle, LaSalle Perez. 98 top of the zone. Backdoor little changeup right there. Stay with it. 88, nasty. You see the smile back and forth. You can't come off 100 miles an hour or you won't hit it. So for him to, little 90 get me over changeup right there. 98 top of the zone that he gets chapped at, so you know he's throwing it again. 99 in, off. Little wrinkle to get back in the count. He's not just a thrower, he's a pitcher. So I want to take a look at, let's get back in. I don't want this board yet. I want to see his grips. That's 2021. He's got your classic circle change grip. He has since changed that since coming back from injury. He's into the whole seam-shifted wake movement, kind of holding it a little bit more two-seam.
Who isn't?
And I certainly am. So run this real quick. Here's your circle change. And as a hitter, you're looking for that fumble away from you as a right-handed hitter. Now, 2024, this almost comes out of his hand like a two-seamer. it almost presents like a sinker, so you don't realize that he can kind of pull the string on it. Nasty changeup. You can run this. Just different the way he's holding this as opposed to 2021 and 2024. Okay. Pause this real quick. Bring up the next board because I want to go through the graphs and kind of get people at home to understand why he's effective with this. 2020 pitch movement. So stay with me. When he released his changeup, right? We're in the green. When he released his changeup, it held its plane. As a hitter, if the ball stays on the same plane out of your hand, and I could almost draw a string as to where it's going to enter the hitting zone, I'm going to barrel it hard. It's the balls that deviate, that have inches of drop, that are moving, where you think it's starting somewhere and then you've got to readjust. That's where the difficulty comes in. So give me 2024. That's staying on the same plane. Now look at the changeup. He's releasing it here. It's entering the hitting zone with a lot of downward action and fade. It is not holding its plane. Guys are having a tough time figuring out the difference between this pitch from back in the day where it held it, boom, you were on it, and now it's deviating down and away with a 98-mile-an-hour heater. With all these weapons, the only problem is, and let's get into it, the Houston Astros match up well. They have a lot of early count swingers. Run this. 0-0, boom, and he pounds the zone. So he's not a guy that's going to nibble. He is coming into the zone on the attack from pitch one. And what do the Houston Astros like to do? Early and aggressive swinging. Jose Altuve, he barely lets you get in your seat. And he's swinging. Mauricio Dubon, swinging. Bregman, although appears to take you deep in the count, will set you up and go after it. And look at it. Opponents versus Skubal. Splits by counts this season. So 0-0, 1-0, 0-1. Early in the count. That's the only time you're going to really get them.
That's good stuff.
Because if you let this go deep in the count, you're hitting $1.41 with 8 bombs and a 214 slug. So when you face monsters like this, first piece of cheese you see, you're going. I don't want to get embarrassed with your changeup and your hard slider and all this nasty stuff late. I want a piece of cheese and I want to smack it in the face. Okay, here we go. Get back into it. One guy you need to lock in on, that's actually a tough matchup for Skubal, and we're showing 95-plus heaters here. Bregman, Altuve, Yainer Diaz has monster numbers on early swings in the count and on 95-mile-an-hour plus. Take a look, guys. This is number one. This is the highest in the big leagues.
Look at Pena.
404. So notable Astros versus 95-plus mile-an-hour pitches. You got a lot of guys in this Astros lineup that like to swing at the heater and like to swing early in the count. It's going to be a tough matchup for Skubal. I don't think it's just going to be an easy for him to walk in there and dominate these guys. So